Well, looks like we might have our first paid season pass leaks of this next new paid season pass season that comes out in like 7 or 8 days or so. We have a bunch of new tradable and untradable packs as well to go and look at that FUT scoreboard has leaked for us that are kind of interesting, so we'll go and take a look at that, of course. We've also got some weird like compensation apparently coming for some people for the server delays. It's very strange. We'll go and talk about that too. EA tweeted about that, and I'm not even sure what to make of it, but we'll obviously talk about that. And a few other random bits of news and information and stuff too, as always in these videos. But I firstly want to say thank you all for joining and being here today. We did upload our second channel comments video if you want to go watch that as well. If you guys would like to buy coins, you can go to mmoxp.com. There will be a link in the description down below. They are the cheapest and the safest option. You can use my code JFC at checkout for an 8% discount. But yeah, let's just not waste any more time. Let's begin. Honestly, like, you guys know what content has been like for like midweek team of the season is just the weirdest content ever. And I say weird because sometimes it like ends up being okay, but they just seemingly, I don't know if it's just because maybe this is a power curve problem and less so an actual content problem, but for some reason, I mean, this content during the week is so bad. Like, I'm stunned how boring and bland it can be. When we're in the middle of the week with content, that Barry card came out, sure. I mean, it's just like random stuff like that is like fine, but that's kind of all content is during the week of each team of the season. I don't know. It might just be a thing where the power curve actually is the reason behind this boring stuff. And I'm well aware this could totally just be a me problem, and like I find some of the stuff boring and it's actually not that boring, but at the same time, I'm just surprised that there's not much uniqueness in content from just a week-to-week basis. Like, I'm actually kind of surprised by that, honestly, that I don't even know anymore. We've got some Evo leaks too to go and talk about. We saw the right back / left back Evo that did come out, the ambidextrous Evo, and the green and white whispers Evo as well that was leaked, I think, by FUT Police Leaks a few days back now. But also, once again, same stuff. Paid Evos are like the norm now. There pretty much aren't free ones that are decent. We have 2 of them right now, and there are 6 paid ones, and then the training camp ones also paid, so 7 paid ones. And usually the ratio is about 9 or 10 to 3 or 4, so you know, it's not anything new, not breaking news, but this is just a norm now. And EA kind of slyly was like, yeah, what if we made all of them paid, and then this is just what we accept now. And whether it's good or whether it's awful, here we are. We kind of can't go back on it now, so okay. And other than that, for content stuff, that's kind of it. So let's just go on to our like first bit of leaks and news now, I guess. And the very first thing here is this EA tweet that's kind of fascinating because let's just read through this. So, we are aware of an issue that impacted the ability for some players to complete the play 15 and win 15 objectives within the team of the season champions legacy objective group. Impacted players will receive the intended rewards in game in the coming days. Now, this obviously like is very vague, right? What was the problem? What exactly constitutes as the exact issue they're talking about? They don't elaborate whatsoever on this, but I was seeing people say, and for one, my comments video that we just uploaded on the second channel, by the way, and in other places as well, that like 13th, 14th, and 15th games, some people were getting DCs after the game ended. So is that what they're talking about here? Because honestly, nobody has any idea. Read the replies. I saw Unique Riggers, who usually is like up to date with all this shit. He had no idea what the fix was. And in the replies, yeah, you got like hackers abusing your broken anti-cheat system, and there's just nobody who really knows what's going on in terms of what the problem was. So I guess maybe in some of the server problems that did exist, maybe were actually EA's fault and they're going to compensate you for that. But then again, I have no idea. I don't know what this tweet means. So I'm guessing, if I had to take my wildest guess, would be that yes, some of you out there who got some DCs, potentially maybe at the end of games, maybe more like, or at the very beginning of a game, maybe will be compensated, receiving intended rewards in game in the coming days. But others of you probably who got some DCs that maybe was they deem to be your fault or whatever won't be getting more intended rewards in the coming coming days. But I don't know, interesting. Seems like some like server sort of compensation almost, because nobody even knows what the problem was. It just seemed like people got some DCs sometimes, and that happens all the time though, so that's not anything that's like new per se. But EA felt it was worthy enough to tweet something out, which they must deem it to be at least bad enough to tweet out, because they don't want to tweet something out if they don't have to. So I mean, okay, I guess some of you might be getting some compensation if you DC'd, and some of you are gonna get fucking shafted, I guess. But okay, let's move on now to possibly some paid season pack leaks here. There's a few packs in here that are kind of insane that I figured might be in this next paid season pass, and there's some we know for sure will be, considering they're like tradable packs that we'll go and look at in one sec here. But okay, this pack right here, this top right one, I'm assuming is not going to be in the season pass. In fact, I can probably guarantee you it's not going to be in this new paid season pass. And down here, you've got an iconic 5x Prism pack, includes 5 encore icons from Team of the Year, Future Stars, Grassroots Greats, Dream Chasers, Immortals, or FUT birthday icons. And then that same pack here, except there's going to be 11 encore hero or icon players, 90 or higher for this one, in those same promos there, which kind of seems like a pretty insane pack considering it's an 11 icon or hero pack basically. And this one here is a similar thing, except it's a 1 of 5 encore hero or icon pick, 1 of 5, 92 or higher from those same promo teams. So that one is pretty interesting there. And then the next one here, I'm pretty sure these ones are just going to be store packs here, like 2 times 93 and 2 times 94 plus TOTS duo guarantee packs. If you look through here and read the descriptions, it's very similar to store packs. I'm going to assume it's what those top 2 are there. And even this one here too, with the Equalizer Nano pack, 3x85. Okay, keep moving on. MLS/RSL Ultimate TOTS pack. These are all the rewards basically for FUT champs for this new league coming up here. You've got MLS/Saudi League. That's what the Reds are going to be this next weekend. So rest of world will not be in there. And then also right here, you've got 84 plus combo upgrade, 15x84 untradeable, Ultimate Men/Women TOTS 3 players pack. So basically just all TOTS players. It's kind of a weird way to say that. But anyway, those are the packs that were leaked by FUT Scoreboard here. But these ones, I'm going to assume most of them are most likely store packs. I'm showing you them just in case they aren't, but the ones that are for sure going to be in this new paid season pass is going to be these ones right here. So let's look through down here. We've got a 15x84 tradable, 4x87 tradable, 15x83 tradable, and down here once again tradable 3x91 pack. I'm sure that's going to be one of the last levels of the season. Tradable 12x85, 3x89, then untradeable, I'm assuming 6x90, 3x90, and 8x85. And then these other tradable packs down here, 381, 483, 784s, 386, 1583, 486, and 10x84. So these ones we can pretty much guarantee are going to be in the new paid season pass. But yeah, okay, it's not anything like mind-blowing. I mean, 3x91s I guess is better than what we had last time. Was it? Well, no, it was 90x4, wasn't it? Is that what it was? I don't remember. But if this is like the best of the tradable packs, it's going to be like kind of the same as what we had for last season, I guess. Which, what do you make of that? It's going to be not that much different. We'll see what the Shapeshifters cards looks like, because that's what the title of the season is going to be. And in here though, there's no new Shapeshifters name on this season at all in terms of these pack leaks that we're seeing here, which I guess I don't know if that's something or not, but the leak is that it's going to be called Shapeshifters. So okay, I guess that's what we'll be seeing here shortly. But yeah, I wonder how expensive this is going to be. If it's going to be cheaper or more expensive than the last one. I'm curious to see that as well next week, but it's all speculation. We have no idea. These are all the packs leaks to come from FUT Watcher there. And next up here, we also have an Icon SBC that will be coming out shortly. I think it's like this weekend possibly. The E-Champions League winner SBC, and usually this ends up being pretty decent. I think it's Kaká and Drogba as our last 2 that we've seen. Now, unfortunately, they can't pick their own player like it's R9 or Dino. They have to pick from like a selection of 5 or 6 or 7 players, but they've been pretty good the past few years. Hopefully we can see something similar to that. But this game is desperately, yeah, like Robos FUT here, it desperately needs a huge icon, expensive, desirable to grind, and all we can do really is just hope that like one of these 2 levels of card ends up being the card that gets selected. However, I doubt EA will allow that. But yeah, this is coming out I think sometime this weekend, I want to say, for the E-Champions League. And also it is confirmed that the Champions League and the Conference League winners will be getting the same promo team team that Tottenham got. So here's a concept if Chelsea managed to beat Real Betis tomorrow. That looks something like this. So it'll be awesome to see this. I really hope that, well, I was going to say, I hope Chelsea win it to make better cards, but I don't think that even really matters. I think they're going to make all of them 96 rated plus. So I guess it doesn't really matter who wins it. But yeah, it's going to be exciting nonetheless. And it's going to be hopefully, it'll look something like this there. A lot of great cards. And the next up here, we got a max 92 right wing Evo set to come to Ultimate Team soon. Technical plus, quick step plus, finesse plus, fantastic playstyles there. Big stats upgrade with the bomb emoji, says Fut Police Leaks. And then the standard max 10 playstyles and max 3 playstyle pluses there. But also this Bale fits apparently, which tells you that the requirements hopefully will be pretty damn lenient if this card fits in with 98, 93, 93. And he does say down here that like this Yamal fits in there, which you would assume that card fits if the Bale fits. That's kind of an obvious one. But down here, this Aaron Kunda does not fit, which I wonder why. I guess maybe 94 dribbling. Maybe that's why he doesn't fit there, or 87 physical, I guess. That could potentially be the reason. And he does say down here that I think that right here, technical first, I can't guarantee the order of the playstyle pluses. And then is Bale actually going to get upgraded? He says passing and dribbling, I think. So maybe it caps at like the 98, 93, and then the passing and dribbling is going to go up there on this Gareth Bale. But yeah, that's that. It's kind of crazy thinking about like, what would a 500k Evo even look like nowadays? I was trying to think of like, man, when will we get another crazy 300,000 coin Evo? What would that even look like now? I guess maybe 4 playstyle pluses and like a 96 rated card, but I don't know. I feel like it's hard to do that nowadays. But anyway, max 92 right wing looks to be pretty great. That Evo is on the way in the coming days here. And Fut Agent also, I'm assuming this is the same Evo. 94 pace. Griezmann can be used, being right mid and right wing. Technical plus, same thing that we saw. And then rolls upgrade as well, apparently. So if you want to see more cards that might fit in his replies, you can go and take a look. But these ones did not fit, apparently. And most of the cards in his replies did. So I guess take that for whatever you will there, but I'm assuming that's going to be the exact same evolution that we saw leaked from Fut Police Leaks. And then next up here, I thought this tweet was funny. It's FIFA Trading Romania. He says, what eafc needs now, question mark. He says, new patch, new grind system, at least 3 big SBCs, new premium season, and big objectives. So basically a whole new fucking game is what eafc needs. And I don't think that's entirely wrong, but I don't know, I thought that was kind of funny to bring that up. And hey, did you guys miss this? EA released Spotify through FC in more countries. Have you seen it yet? I couldn't even say it with a straight face. If you guys were just begging for Spotify integration into FC, then congratulations, because it's coming to a country near you. But this is what EA's resources has been taken up by to implement Spotify in countries that they partnered with. Yeah, that's the breaking news, folks. Welcome to hell. And also, KDB is going to Napoli. So, like, can we get a Man City end of an era card here in the next, like, week or so, maybe? Please? Please, like, what are we doing here? It's Kevin De Bruyne. I don't give a fuck. You got a team with your SBC. That was 5 months ago. Okay, let's get this guy an end of an era. 64 rated KDB. Let's get this guy an end of an era. Okay, what are we waiting for, EA? What the hell are we waiting for with Heliante? What the Helly Burton, as the cool kids would say. Now, opening packs is becoming a chore. Is this Reddit post I want to talk about next? And it was like the most upvoted post on Reddit today. And once this happens here, the game is going to quickly die out because EA needs you to be hooked on packs. When packs becomes like, I know I'm not packing shit, it's a chore now, that's when it's basically over. So this cannot be a feeling that people have, because you do not have good enough of gameplay to make this be okay. You just simply do not have that. And if you were aware that you don't have that, it would become a lot easier, but EA's not aware of that, because many of the gameplay devs, I'm not gonna like, I'm just speculating here, okay? This is just pure speculation. Remember what we had at the beginning of this year with, I forgot the guy's name. If somebody could please remind me in the comments, what the fuck was his name? He went and just was so confident in FC25's gameplay. A gameplay dev was tweeting out at people and talking about, you know, like, we want to be more open and stuff like that. It took 1 month. 1 month Twitter account off the face of the earth. No word from the gameplay team since, because we all said, holy fuck, you guys made it worse than last year. And they were so confident in their gameplay being good that they couldn't believe that their gameplay wasn't well liked by the fans. So yes, you do not have good enough gameplay to make opening packs being not fun, or even worse, being a chore. So if that were to ever happen, which it does feel like people are feeling right now, that is very, very bad. But I don't even know anymore. We'll see what they do for the rest of this year, and then into like the late summer into next year, we hear news about the new game. If there's drastic changes to it, I don't even know anymore. But okay, moving on here. I actually do kind of think La Liga Team of the Seasons can do okay out of packs, because I don't expect there to be crazy cards this week. I know we'll get CR7. I know we'll get Messi. I know we'll get cards like Conte, Benzema. Like, it's not going to be dead, but it's going to be less maybe than these previous weeks have been. So I would say, like, you know, for example, Graham Hansen is 378. That's an insane price. 378 for Hansen, 703 for Vinny. Like, I actually think post Rivals Rewards, give it a couple days, they might be in pretty good shape actually price wise, more so than most of the cards this year. If you haven't been keeping up to date with all the market stuff, you basically have not wanted to buy cards in Team of the Season to invest in them. Like, you haven't wanted to. But this week I actually think might be okay. I think this week, for example, I would say maybe it's like this 6 right here. It's not a bad selection of cards. I think we'll do okay out of packs. Griezmann might do okay as well. Let's see who else. Gyökeres could do okay. But yeah, other than that, I mean, I wouldn't want to buy anybody else, but you also want to make sure you're out before ultimate, because for example, Vinny might be an ultimate, and you cannot have this card during ultimate Team of the Season. Any of the high-end TOTS cards. Whereas, for example, somebody else here, right here, Elise, Isaac, Kane, can't have them. Okay, they could not be in your team, in your club at all when there's 2 days left before ultimate Team of the Season. It cannot happen. Someone's gonna be in it, and you will lose half of your coins on that card. Okay, you gotta sell and make sure you're out. I would say by Sunday. I think from like that Wednesday to Friday flip for the Liga Team of the Season, it might kind of be there this week. And okay, let's read some of your comments now. And once again, I did upload on the second channel the all comments video, but Kazim and Devin Pack here on the same page here. Last year Cruz was in the pass. Wonder if we could have some in the next pass, and that could definitely be. Maybe the paid season pass is gonna have Modric, Trent, De Bruyne. Maybe half will be in the free season pass, but you know what I mean, like they'll all be in the season pass. That definitely could be there for sure. And a lot of you guys in the comments actually were talking about how many DCs you guys had, so maybe it really was like a pretty big glitch that DCs were happening. What are the chances that a ton of DCs happen the exact same week that we have a reward for 15 games played? Like, of course, that's how it happens. And Abacus Frost is random, but Ant, supposedly the future face of the league, had 16 in a must-win game in the Western Conference Finals. Luka would never. Well, the problem is Luka is a fat slob, so he'd be drooling on the court, and Ant playing, you know, airtight defense, making the right plays out there. Okay, 16. Listen, it's not great. Okay, but somehow Ant's getting the blame, and he was making good plays at least. When Julius Randle was my fat ass out there, I would have scored 5 points. Julius Randle scoring 5 points out there? No fucking wonder we're down 3-1. I mean, good lord. If Julius Randle played just his B game, I'd even say his C+ game, we win that game, and we'd be tied 2-2. Instead, pure depression, sadness, and more thoughts of, damn, I should not root for any team ever. I don't think I should root for any team ever, and maybe that would help. But yeah, thank you all for joining me here today. Appreciate you all so much. Love y'all. Peace.